thanks for watching the video. If you could do me and the channel a favor, hop down to the comment section and let me know what decks you guys want me to make next. And while you're down there, if you could drop a like and subscribe, it'd help out a lot. With that being said, enjoy the video and have a great day. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are going over a 2025 legal Dragapult deck. Now this one's a bit interesting. It pretty much just runs Dragapult, Dusklops, and Dusknoir. Thankfully, Dragapult is not losing a ton with rotation because most decks are made off of either Dragapult Thorns or Dragapult with Pidgeot tech. This one we're just going straight for the Dragapult work. Unfortunately, we are losing Radiant Alakazam with Dragapult, so I'm gonna throw in some Munkidoris here, and here let's just dive right in and go into the preview. So we have a 4-4-3 line of Dragapult EX. Dragapult EX being our main attacker. Looking to use that Phantom Dive attack, which deals 200 damage, and you put 6 damage counters on your opponent's benched Pokemon in any way you like. So what this is really doing is you're trying to put damage onto their active as well as set up an attack on one of their benched Pokemon. And that's really what we're trying to do with this Dragapult EX here, so you can piece together maybe 4 prize turns and just move things together slowly and very well together. The reason we do the 4-4 line is because Drakloak, now kind of like with a lot of current Gardevoir decks with Refinement, you want to fill your bench because it is its own support Pokemon. Because Recon Directive lets you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand, and put one on the bottom. So hopefully we have a bunch of Drakloaks on our bench, Dragapult in the active. As soon as Dragapult goes down, we can just promote a Drakloak and evolve it. And that's pretty much how the deck works. It's pretty straightforward. As for other Pokemon in the deck, we have 1 copy of Fezandipiti to get some extra draw when stuff dies. We got 2 Duskull, 2 Dusklops, and 1 Dusknoir. So this is hitting around those walls for us, basically like Mimikyu. And that's pretty much it. Just Mimikyu is the only thing that's going to wall off this deck, which we can place damage counters on it with Phantom Dive when it is on the bench, as well as we can just take it out with our Dusknoir. And then Munkidori as well can take care of things like that, as well as moving damage counters around. Now, Dragapult does have 320 health, so he's a pretty tanky target. So he's probably going to have damage counters on him at some point, and we can use Munkidori to move those around, effectively acting as our new Radiant Alakazam. Definitely not as powerful, but it is the new option as far as I'm concerned. Moving on to trainer cards. We do have 3 copies of Arven, search your deck for an item and a tool. Just a great card altogether. 2 copies of Boss's Orders. This is because when we're setting things up with those benched Pokemon with that Phantom Dive, we want to be able to bounce it in and out. Hopefully we can put, say, Raging Bolt, for example. We attack the active, put 4 damage counters onto one of their benched, and then switch, take them out both in one turn. That's kind of how that works. So 2 copies of Boss's Orders. 1 copy of Briar is in here for if and when our opponent only has 2 prize cards left. We can hopefully take out that 1 extra prize card with our Dragapult. 4 copies Buddy-Buddy Poffin, great setup. We're grabbing our Dreepies and our Duskulls here. I mean, absolutely efficient. Especially because with this deck, we are going to look to go second and use TM Evo, so we want to get those Dreepies down really quickly. 3 copies of Crispin. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards of different types, reveal them, put one into your hand, and attach the other to one of your Pokemon. So this is immediately going to get us Phantom Dive, because we can search our deck for a Fire and a Psychic, attach either the Psychic or the Fire, and then attach return. Bam, just like that, you have your attack going. So Crispin is great for that energy acceleration right there. 1 copy Counter Catcher. In case we get behind, just serves as a Boss's Orders, or we can put ourselves behind with that Dusclops and Dusknoir. 1 copy of Earthen Vessel. Now this is because we have the Crispins already, and we're kind of cutting through the deck with Recon Directive, so just the 1 Earthen Vessel is what we really need here. At least that's what I've found. 1 Jacq. So Lance is what a lot of decks are running now because Item Lock is quite scary. So we do play Jacq, which isn't as good as Lance because Lance is 3 Dragon-type Pokemon. Jacq is only 2 Evolution Pokemon, but I mean, still suffice. That'll get us things for our Drakloak Dragapult line as well as our Duskull tech, so he works just fine. 1 copy of Iono, great hand reset as well as hand disruption for our opponent. Moving on, we got 1 copy of Mela. You can only use this card if your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. attach a basic fire energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Doing so will let you draw until you have 6 cards in hand. So this kind of, not only does it work for a little bit of a hand reset, but it also is going to make it so we can bounce back after we have a Dragapult go down and get the next Dragapult ready to attack right away. 2 copies of Nest Ball. Now we play the 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffins, but the Nest Balls are in here to get the Munkidoris and the Fezandipitis out if and when they are necessary. 1 copy Night Stretcher. We don't play a lot of recovery in here. 1 Night Stretcher, 1 Super Rod is the recovery I have going here, and I think it's just fine with that. You know, Night Stretcher, if you need a Pokemon back, that's for that. Excuse me. That's for that. Or if you need an energy that turn, that's for that. Same old, same old. 1 copy of Pokemon League Headquarters. Now, not only is this going to make a harder matchup for some decks that are all these or basic attacking Pokemon like Raging Bolt. Sorry, that's just the example that comes to mind right away. Or also Miraidon. Just increasing the energy cost, as well as it makes it so Buddy cannot attack for free. So this is actually a really nice Pokemon, or a really nice stadium to have in here. Excuse me, a little stutter there. Only 1 copy of Rare Candy. This is because not only is the item lock going to be kind of taking over and making a lot of these stage 2 decks significantly worse, but also because of Drakloak's recon directive is we're probably going to be going through a Drakloak anyway, making it so that jump from Dreepy to Dragapult might not always actually be that useful. So just 1 copy of Rare Candy for if and when we need it. 1 copy of Professor's Research, just a decent hand supporter and all that jazz. 1 copy of Super Rod. So, like I said, that's our only recovery for the deck. It should be plenty. I've never had to struggle. I've never been in a situation where I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had, another Super Rod. So, pretty nice unless you're at the point that you can't use this as your recovery, you're in a bad spot already. 1 copy of Sparkling Crystal. That is going to be our A-Spec for the deck. When the Terra Pokemon this card is attached to uses an attack, that attack costs 1 energy less. So this can make it so our Dragapult can attack for either effectively having 1 Fire or 1 Psychic attached. So really nice, and that's our A-Spec for the deck. 3 copies of TM Evo. So this deck wants to go second because we want to fill our bench. We want to get at least 2 Dreepies down. Then we can use TM Evo for our first turn, get Drakloaks, and hopefully moving in to our second turn or the 4th turn of the game, we really got things going. We're able to cut through the deck with Drakloaks. We have a Dragapult ready to attack. And so yeah, we do play 3 copies of TM Evo. 2 copies of Ultra Ball. In order to use it, you gotta discard 2 other cards from your hand and search your deck for any Pokemon. We only play 2 copies of them because we already have various amounts of Pokemon search. We're getting our basics here. We're getting evolution Pokemon from our Jacq. We have our Nest Balls. We have hand reset. We're cutting through the deck with our Drakloaks. We're using TM Evo on our first turn, hopefully. So the 2 Ultra Balls are really just what we need to get things going. And that's pretty much that. And then we have 1 copy of Town Store. Searching your deck for a tool card. And moving on, our last tool of the deck is going to be Defiance Band. So if you are behind in the prize trade, your attacks deal 30 more damage. From 200 to 230 is a pretty decent jump, because you might not think, well, that's not taking out a lot of things. It actually is. It's not taking a lot of attacking Pokemon out, but it is going to take out a lot of support Pokemon like Fez, like Teal Mask Ogerpon, stuff like that just has a little bit more health than 200. And Defiance Band will get us there. So that's pretty much the deck. Oh, onto energy. And then we have 3 fire and 3 psychic, and then 2 darkness energy. My clicking was a little backwards there, and so yeah, the darkness energy is for that Munkidori, so we can be moving damage around, and then obviously the fire and psychic is so we can get that phantom dive going. And that's the deck profile. I mean, it's a pretty solid list. It's not super different from existing lists, and I think you'll definitely be able to play this through all of 2025. Barring unseen catastrophe of many other cards coming into play. So let's go ahead and hop into that playtest here. This deck is going to want to be going second, so we can get hopefully that TM evolution off right away. Opponent flips heads. Hopefully they pick first. off to a good start in that manner. Let's see if we get an acceptable hand. We do have to start Munkidori. We have Buddy-Buddy Poffin in hand. See if we can find the evolution in some way. Maybe we top deck Arven here. It's 2 damage counters, right? Yeah. I was gonna say, are they gonna go for a donk? It's 40 damage counters. I think we're fine. Surely they don't have it. They do not have enough cards in their hands. So it's got to be some kind of future deck. I mean, nothing else plays Iron Valiant here. And yeah, they probably did some counting and realized, hey, that's unrealistic. Unfortunately, we are not going to see ourselves a TM Evo here at all. So I think we're just going to attach on the bench. Are we? Trying to think here. No, we'll hold it, actually. Yeah, we're gonna hold it. If they knock out our Munkidori, I mean, it's whatever. The reason I'm holding is because we can Ultra Ball it away and then use Mela to draw some cards, hopefully. And we get Iono, so it doesn't even matter. Those 2 Drakloaks would have been really nice. That's not great. There's our TM Evo. Thanks for finally showing up. We do have Arven. We might just have to go for a TM Evo this turn, which is not ideal. I mean, we could get... No, because if we didn't attach this last turn, because I did not expect getting Iono'd. That's fine. Yeah, puts us in item lock here. So I think we just have to TM Evo, really. Right? Yeah. Which is not awesome. We are going... Do we want to Iono ourselves? Rod, Nest Ball... Yeah. Well, we could grab Sparkling Crystal. Let's go for the Iono. Why not? Alright, there. It kind of paid off-ish. I'm gonna target 2 Dreepies here. We did prize 1 Drakloak, it looks like. This is gonna make it so we can actually do some attacking, hopefully. Because we're gonna be able to cut through our deck with our Drakloaks, even in item lock, which is really nice. Now, how long our opponent plans to keep us in item lock is the question. Yeah, and all their Pokemon are like just above 200, so I'm gonna have to do some moving around of... That might actually benched fire Pokemon. No, it won't. Okay. We're not gonna have to do too much moving around of damage counters with our Recon Direct. Nope, not Recon Direct. Our Dragapult Phantom Dive. Because, you know, 2 there, 2 there. We gotta put 1 on the Fez, gotta put 3 on the Entei. Or we'll just do 2-2-1 for starters. Because my guess is they're promoting Entei here and trying to attack this turn. Because they're gonna search their deck for a fire. They're gonna use Magma Basin to put the fire on, retreat, and attack with Entei. They only choose to grab 1 fire off the vessel, which makes me wonder if they have something in hand, like a Professor's Research or something along those lines. And now we only have to put the 1 damage counter onto Entei. He is going to switch card into Iron Valiant. Okay. Oh, you can place it on any Pokemon? Oh! See, that shows how often I come across these kinds of decks. So is he just going to look to kill my Duskull? Does he have a switch card that he's... No, he's just going for that. Okay. I thought he was going to go back into the either... Oh no, it's 1 stranger turn. Okay. Yeah, and then he's just going to take knockout on Monkey here. Does he just not want Duskull? Oh no, he's taking out your cloak. Okay. Not ideal. Let's go into our Drakloak here. Mela. Okay, okay. We're gonna Nest Ball just to thin. Grab Fez. Get some draw going here. Flip the script. Okay, that's progress. So now we just need... We don't have any energy. We can Crispin for that. So we gotta get ourselves a Dragapult here. There we go. So there's the Dragapult. What else can we get our hands on here? A Buddy-Buddy Poffin in a dark. Do we want a Buddy Poffin for just another? We'll grab the dark. Evolve the active. Now we can Crispin it up. I think we Crispin Sparkling Crystal. Yep. So we're gonna attach for turn. Sparkling Crystal here. Crispin. Grab those 2. We'll put the... We can attach the fire here. Right there. And then we age your brain. 10 damage onto Entei. So we have knockout there. Do we want to Dusclops? We're gonna get rid of Budu. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Budu. And then we're gonna be able to use Dragapult to take knockout on Entei as well as deal copious amounts of damage to their bench support Pokemon. We do get a Drakloak, which is nice. And we're not gonna burn the Night Stretcher. We could grab a Dreepy, but we're gonna hold on to it, I think. It's not super important to get that Dreepy. You can go there, 10 there, 20 there, and then the extra 10 just on the Fez because it doesn't matter. So now we have beautiful setup. Everything's at 200 or less health from spreading with that Dragapult. We do get a Dreepy and a Monkey. I think we... Did we? No, we didn't. Okay. So we're in a pretty good spot here. I don't see them getting knockout on Dragapult this turn. Okay, he does have Terapagos, which isn't too scary. Terapagos has a damage cap of 240 if your bench is entirely full. 220 if you put a double turbo on it. So yeah. If he gets Area 0 in play and fills his bench, he can still only deal 220 damage. We are getting Iono'd. I would have liked that hand, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to even get a Briar play unless they boss knockout Fez somehow. They have a long way to go, and I don't think they're getting there. But yeah, you can kind of see the concept of this deck, how you just kind of you spread damage around with your Phantom Dive, and that way when something comes to the active, you can just one hit it with Phantom Dive, the 200 base, and then you're spreading the rest of the damage. So yeah, the switch card is going to heal up his Iron Valiant, unfortunately. But I mean, we can just Munkidori that damage right back at him. We might put the damage onto Terapagos, actually. Yeah, because that's going to get us knockout. He's only dealing 70. He's only got 3 bench Pokemon. He's got the double turbo on. He's in a pretty tough spot. Let's Buddy Poffin. Do we even want those two? Sure, we don't really need another Munkidori going. Recon, see what we can see. Yeah, actually, we will grab this. Bump his basin as well as make it harder for him to attack. Monkey the damage off of our Dragapult. Put that 30 right onto this Terapagos. And Phantom Dive for knockout as well as getting some spread going. Just fill these guys up a little bit here. And I don't know that this is where our TM Evos were hiding. I don't know if they can really... I mean, there is a world that we actually have a hard time if they get knockout here. But it shouldn't be really that difficult. I think we should be fine. He's gonna bump the Pokemon League headquarters. But he now no longer has a Terapagos in play, so... hopefully we can wiggle our way into a boss. We didn't use both of them, did we? We didn't use any of them this game. Okay. What do you have? And it might just be that they have nothing. Yep, there they go. Alright, so I'm gonna keep the video short and sweet today, you know. It's a solid list. The concept is the same as all the current Dragapult decks. It's just the only real difference is the lack of that Alakazam, but everything else works pretty much the same. So yeah, I really like this list. I hope you all had a good time watching today, and I hope you have some success with this list. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace out.